Hey YouTube, this is Brendan with Cusack Prep, and in this video we're going to be discussing how to evaluate expressions. So if we look at what we have here, expressions are essentially functions that have x or y or some other variable present, and you're given this expression and you're asked to input a certain value of x and figure out what it's equal to. Now, what you really have to remember here, and what most people forget, is when you're replacing a variable with a number, you have to replace only the variable and you have to use parentheses. So what I mean by that is, let's say I were to rewrite this, putting in -4 for x. So I have 5. Notice in red, I am solely going to replace the x with -4. And when I do so, I'm going to use parentheses. So I'm going to have 5 times -4 squared minus 7 times -4 plus 4. And then that's what we have to evaluate. So please don't forget to use parentheses when you do this. Now, just following order of operations, PEMDAS, I would square the -4, which would give me 16. -7 times -4 becomes plus 28. Now 5 times 16, that's 80. So we have 80 plus 28 plus 4, which is just going to give us 112, and that would be our answer. Let's take a look at the next one. When x is equal to 4. Once again, I only replace the x using parentheses. So this negative sign, that's going to remain out front. That's not getting replaced. Only the x is. And when I replace it, I do so with parentheses. And once I've done that, I can go ahead and evaluate. -4 squared is 16, so this becomes -16. 5 times -4 is -20, so we have plus -20, which is just the same as -20. So this is going to equal -36. Taking a look at the next one, this is a function, so it's a slightly different form. But again, I'm only going to replace the x, and when I do so, I'm going to use red just to re-emphasize that. So f of x, we're trying to find f of -2/3, so I replace x with -2/3. On both sides. Now, on the left side, we're not really going to change anything. That's not what we're concerned with evaluating. But on the right side, we're going to deal with order of operations. Now, 3/5 times -2/3, multiplying straight across the top, 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm going to have -6/15 plus 2/7. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull this up here because I didn't really leave myself enough room. And I would have f of -2/3 is equal to, well, 6/15, what does that reduce to? Those are both divisible by 2, so this reduces to -2/5 plus 2/7. Once again, I have to find the least common denominator of 5 and 7, so I multiply this by 7/7, and I multiply this by 5/5. So this is going to give us -14/35 plus 10/35. Adding straight across the top and straight across the bottom stays the same. So -14 plus 10 is going to be -4 divided by 35, and that would be our answer. Now, if we take a look at the last one involves kind of an added step to it. So we're not just dealing with functions here, but we're actually dealing with an operation involving a function. So when we have such an operation taking place, we have to be sure to evaluate both of these functions. So we have to figure out what k of 4 is, and then we have to figure out what k of 2 is, and then we have to subtract one function from the other. So let's go ahead and try to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is evaluate k of 4. K of 4 is going to be 2 times 4 squared minus 3. Again, using order of operations, exponents first. So this is going to be 2 times 16 minus 3. 2 times 16 is 32 minus 3. 32 minus 3 is 29. Now I'm also going to figure out what k of 2 is. So k of 2 is going to be 2 times 2 squared minus 3. 2 squared is 4, so 2 times 4 minus 3. 8 minus 3, that's going to give us 5. Now, k of 4 minus k of 2, well, since k of 4 is 29 and k of 2 is 5, we would just have 29 minus 5, which would give us 24. 24. So with that, that's how you evaluate expressions. Just writing all this in. And hopefully you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.